You hear me well? Or
Yes, it's okay.
okay. Okay. So today we will continue with module two in the last part. So the module calling Azure Architecture and Services. So we will see the last part in this path. Its first path is called Identity, Access, and Security. We will talk about directory services and authentication methods. Okay, let's start. So, we will describe what is directory services in Azure, including Microsoft Entra ID and Entra and domain services. Okay, Microsoft Entra ID before it's called Microsoft Active Directory. So I think it's most of you know what is Active Directory. So anyone can told me what is Active Directory?
Active Directory is like a policy to manage all user and workstation and GPU through one console, let's say, to
Yes, that's
connect
it. Yeah.
all identity assets and the user of the domain through one console.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, it's almost this definition. Yes, it's like that. Yeah, like this name is directory. So with another word, it's including any resources in in the infrastructure. So you are right. The resources like users, computer, printer, file share, or any resources included in network and system infrastructure in the company. That's it. Yeah, that's right. So good, Yasin. But now, before it's called Azure Active Directory in the cloud, but in premises it's just simply Active Directory installed in Windows Server version. That's it. So I think it's since 6 months, I think the name is changed or more. Now it's called Microsoft Intra. We'll see the interface, the new interface for Microsoft Intra. Also, we'll see authentication methods in Azure, including single sign-on, multi-factor authentication (MFA), and passwordless. We'll see in details this definition. Also, external identities and guest access in Azure, and internal intra conditional access and role-based access control airbag. Okay. So what is Microsoft Entra ID? So it is Azure is cloud-based entity access management services. So it is component or service responsible for authentication, how the employee and users sign in to access resources in Azure. So if you, for example, example, I create for you an account in Azure in the last few weeks to create a virtual machine storage account. It's the first kind of access to Azure. So for me, I create users and I give you some permission to create virtual machine, for example. This action or this task is done by Microsoft Intra. And like I said, I will show you how to create this, how create user in Microsoft Intra. Also, with Entra ID, we can configure single sign-on. What is single sign-on? It's imagine in the company you have many application or many websites or many resources to access. So and you have every application individual password and login. So here for the employee or for the user, it's very difficult to remember every time separate password or username. So with single sign-on, just we create one user and one password for our application. That's what used this is single sign-on. Also, we'll see the application management and we'll see the model or business to business, B2B, and device management. Okay, with Microsoft Entra domain services, here it's like Active Directory in the on-premises. So if you can see here, yeah, here, imagine here on-premises ID. So one server with Windows Server 2012 or 2025 now, it's new version. We have, like Yassine said, we have groups, users, and the computers here on premises, and we want to synchronize, and also we have on cloud another Active Directory. So now it's called Entra. We say, not Active Directory, it's Microsoft Entra, and I want to migrate the users on premises to to the cloud. So instead to create one by one the user, just I install Microsoft Entra ID. It's or called exactly Microsoft Entra Connect Sync. I install this component in the on-premise Active Directory, and I can sync all user in the cloud. Also, another scenario, some company use hybrid environment. So he want to keep the user on Active Directory on premises and also synchronize it to the cloud. So also the same component or same software is called Microsoft IntraSync Connect Sync, sorry, and we can synchronize all users. And I can choose who user still on premises and what user still work together on premises or in the cloud. So the benefit for this services, it's no need to install another Active Directory or domain controller, if you can see here. So gain the benefit of cloud-based domain services without managing domain controller. So what is domain controller? It's simply the Active Directory. Before the company install on so one server or two server replicated, each server contain Active Directory. So Active Directory is that's mean domain controllers. So in Azure, no need to install service. With Microsoft Entra, he give me almost all the functionality for domain services. So that is a big benefit for Entra, Microsoft Entra. Or also we can run legacy applications that can't use modern authentication standards in the cloud. The last one, like I said, automatically sync from Microsoft Entra. Now we will compare between authentication and authorization. So before I'm moving here,
So
can
just a quick
yeah,
question, Ayub. So
yes.
we will let's say have the actual Active Directory, or we will remove it and we will work only on the intra ID.
Mhm.
So it is a migration, or
Yes, it's a good question.
just
Yeah.
to be more clear on this.
Yes. If you remember, yes, good question. If you remember, I told you another scenario. So it's exist with two scenario.
Yes.
It's depend the company. If the company want to migrate all for full cloud, so with Intra Connect Sync, we use this services. Also, some company need to or want to keep the hybrid mode or hybrid model.
Mm.
That's mean cloud and
Yes.
on premises. So it depends the company. So it's used in the two scenario. That's it. But only Active Directory on premises, no need to use Entra because Entra, it is like I said, it is a cloud-based access. So it's service in the cloud. So it's work in the two model, even a
Mhm.
hybrid, or if you want to migrate all the user in the cloud. And also in the scenario for hybrid, you can choose what user still you working on the on premises or in the cloud. So you can separate for more security. For example, you can choose what groups or what. For example, if you want one user use only on premises, so you can keep it. So with Microsoft Intra Connect Sync, you can choose any resources to be synchronized. That's it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's okay, clear or not?
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, welcome. Okay, the next one. So just before to moving, Can anyone from you explain to me the difference between authentication and authorization?
Authentication is like when you put your username and password, so you are authentified.
Mhm.
However, authorization is like if you are authentified but you are not authorized to see something or to do some stuff.
Yes, that's
It's
it
like
exactly. Yeah.
roles, like managing roles, I think.
Mm. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Good. It's in simple word like that. Yes.
Mm,
Mm.
thank you.
Okay. So, like said Mukhtar, so the authentication needs to simply, for example, example, login password to identify the person or service seeking access to resource. So, just you want to access or to authenticate one resource. So, just using password or login or key or fingerprint or face like iPhone or the mobile phone or something like that. So it's authentication. But after you are authenticate, like said Mukhtar exactly. So imagine now I enter an Azure portal. I I type my login and password, and my portal is open. But what I can do with my authentication? So now we talk about authorization. It's what person or service level of access and define which data they can access and what they can do with it. So, for example, I can authenticate, but I can't create a virtual machine, for example. So here, I'm not authorized to create virtual machine. That example. So here, the first one need authentication, and the second one after that need authorization. That's it. So. So the next one, for example, another method for authentication. Even we start with authentication. So now I think most of you, I think, know this ones because it exists in many application or social media like Facebook or Google or Gmail or any service now. He proposed to you multi-factor authenticator or MFA. MFA that's mean multi-factor authentication. So what is exactly so is provide additional security. So uh, with the password and login, it's additional identity. Uh, Maybe we can use SMS, your mobile number. Some website propose quick call, the code sent with quick call, or key, physical key, or device key, hard, or two together. So by requiring two or more elements for full authentication. So so it's simply to do not forget this multi-factor authentication. It's something you know and something you possess and something you are. So let me explain the first one. Something you know is like a password. So everyone know his password. I think, yeah. Something you possess, that means something you have. You have a key card, NFC card, something physical thing. Something you are, that's mean fingerprint. So that's only your fingerprint is for yours only. So the three words explain more what is multi-factor authentication. It's additional identity or additional security for identity. It's clear.
Yes.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. So here I will talk something you possess. For example, we talk about FIDO, the version 2. FIDO security keys, that's mean fast identity online. So when you type your password and login, you can also for additional security this kind of key. So it's physical key. It's only for you. You put it in USB type C or sample USB or another port many known in the market. But generally, it's USB-C or your sample USB. Uh, So many company buy this key. Just you configure it before something with the fingerprint, or just you put this key. So okay, so it's just
It's like a
allow.
dangle.
Yeah,
Dangle, Ayub. Ayub is like a dangle.
like dangle, like dangle, yes, keys or dangle, yeah.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
okay.
but it's not
But
flash disk. It's not for storage.
yeah,
It's specific
this is
for
what I
keys.
don't understand, you. So
Yeah.
imagine like I want to connect to something like the key. What is the main point of this key?
Mhm. So
To
it
store
is
password or to store?
no. It's simply like a classical key. If you want to open a door,
Ah,
it
okay.
should
You
you
have
have
to
key.
answer the key. Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly. Yeah,
okay.
I think
it's
to verify identity. To verify
s-
identity. It's to verify that it's you who try to connect. I
yes,
think.
exactly. So here, if you remember here, it's something you possess. That means something you have.
Okay.
يعني حاجة عندك في ايديك، يعني لازم
Mm-hmm.
يتحل كان بالكي هذاك. هو physical is not flash disk, is not for storage. Is like Najah said, I think Najah is you, yes, right.
Yes, yes.
It's for identity. So for example, if someone also have this key, uh, if you configure it with password, for example, he asks you password and this key. But if you don't configure it for just for this key, so anyone can
Can
open
access.
your access, yeah, because
Mm,
that's what means something you possess, something you have. So it should be
okay.
secure and always for with you. So you
Okay.
protect you.
I,
Some
I think Ayub,
yeah.
sorry, Ayub. I think that this kind of key was used before by some software editor like software for for mechanic for
Hmm.
designing mechanic.
Yes. Hmm.
They use this kind of dangle to not permit any people to use this application just for one user for
Yeah. Yes,
blind
that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
user.
Mm. Yes. Yes. That's a good example. Yes, good example. Yeah. Uh, just like I confirm you with your what you said. So yeah, if for example critical application or critical computer or laptop. So yes, we can authorize only some people. So uh, only the user authorized can access that. So the company give him the key. So of course, if the key is lost or anyone access, so we know the responsibility for with you with who with what whose person. That's it. Yeah. Mhm. So, but the big purpose for this kind of key is just to moving not removing the password. So, just put this key and open the application without enter any password or login. That's it.
But Ayub, I
Hmm.
think this is as per my perspective, it is an old technology because now all is switching and moving to the application on the smartphone.
Hmm. Okay. Yes, that's it. Yeah. But like I said, Najah, it's for some company need um, uh, like I said a specific device for security. So the phone.
Mm.
Generally, yes, I remember, for example, many banks use this one. Even my bank now, I can connect. Yes, he sent me notification or
Notification, exactly,
yes,
yes.
and you confirm that, yeah. But the phone is not more secure because, like I said, almost the users or people use the personal mobile or
Yes.
maybe some company give you mobile professional mobile for the company, for example, but mobile because it is connected always with the internet, so it's not a secure device. Here we to talk about device hardware, something hardware.
Yes.
Maybe the hacking or something. So simply if you compare mobile with the key security key is not the same security. So the device key with is not connected with internet. is contain unique serial number and other cryptography for the key, something like that. But yes, the mobile phone is another way to connect or to authenticate.
I,
But I know
I
is
think I
for
think
example sorry, in Europe I know some companies still using now the key or using card, magnetic card to connect with the VPN, for example, with NFC, something like that. Yeah.
I think the most famous example of using this kind of security key is the in Tunisia TUNEPS. So you have to use this dangle to can log into to this platform.
Mhm.
Without it, you cannot use this platform. TUNEPS.
Yes, not really sure about that because always about the security. So the lesson for module today, if you remember the introduction, we have many methods or authentication. So always we have alternative. So
Okay.
s- for example, the fingerprint. Someone always he proposed to you to configure two or three finger, no finger, not one. It's always another alternative. So it's not very simple. Just I forgot password and send to you an email. So maybe another, like said, for example, yeah, the example for Yasin is good also. I remember my last bank. So not I forgot my key. It's the dingle, but with code. With code. So you choose another method. The second one with phone. So if you forgot your phone, you ask another method, maybe call or the last one is sent to you another password with email. So that's the last one, but it's not blocked for first time. And on the big company is not, for example, I remember not simple process because sometime need to talk with the system administrator, the responsible IT. So is not so بالعربي كيما نقولوا عندك الكلي تحمل مسؤوليته معناها الكلي معروف تاع شكون كان ضاع تصير هذه دونك ما ثم بروسيس ثم alternative باش for connecting to the application. It's just another level for security. So, in my experience, I see this kind of access is almost to connect with the VPN. So, especially with VPN, because some company connect from home or from another location, so need to know exactly the person, the specific person he connected. So they use the key like that. So he put it in the laptop and connect to VPN. So always it depends the strategy of the company. So what he want. Oh,
I
I
think,
think it's yeah.
Ayub, I think with VPN, we have to install a client in the desktop and we configure a user login and password and
Mm, yes,
to
yeah,
connect.
yes.
I think
Before
they don't use.
yes, the application before the connecting to the application need this key. So it's work together. Of course, we need to install the application, like Cisco Anywhere, for example, or FortiGate or something. Yeah, that's mean if you don't have the key, the application not connected. So it's work together. So it's kind of authentication. Uh, I don't know if you understand
Maybe I
me.
think I think no,
Mm,
I think it's not a hard key. It's a virtual key because I use it in my company. So
yeah.
not I
How did
don't
you
I
use
don't
it?
use
Mm.
I use Fortinet FortiGate
Okay, yeah.
without this kind of key. Without
Yes,
this kind
yes,
of key, it's an application installed in a smartphone and at the same time installed in the desktop. So
yes,
generate automatically after some 1 minute or 30 second
yes.
a key. After 30 second,
Uh-huh.
they generate a new key. Okay,
Okay,
it's not
yes, okay. It's
hard
not hard.
key.
Okay, yes, yes. So it's another way what you want
Yeah,
to say. Yeah.
yeah.
So without key. So just to connect with VPN, just it. That's it. How to authenticate?
Yes.
Just with the login password, like that. Yeah.
Login password, yes.
Okay. Okay. Yes. It's another way. Yeah.
And as I say, I have an application installed in my smartphone
Mhm.
that generate periodically
Key.
a key to enter it. Yes.
Okay. And your phone. Okay. Yeah.
In my phone, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So if I understand well, that's what said Yassine. He told me now some company use the phone for instead the key. That's it. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Multi-factor
Mhm.
authentication. It's
Okay.
multi-factor
Mhm.
with key and with login and password.
Yes. Yeah. So always still some company use the old way. I think that's why prefer something physical. I think,
Yes,
but
it's
yeah.
still used.
Mhm.
Still
For
used
example,
physical.
yeah, my current company, for example, is like your company. We don't have any key, physical key. But we migrate the last six months. We migrate another approach for VPN. If you heard about always VPN on always VPN, I think. Yes, always VPN. If you heard about it, so I think here. It's another kind of connecting. So it's about Azure. So it's service included in Windows 10 and Windows 11. So now with my laptop in my company, I don't need any software. So just we configure GPU with Active Directory, always on VPN. I remember now. So no need to install any application. Just configure GPU, and I have a list. I think always on VPN. You can see my browser, right? Yes.
Yes.
Mhm. Yes, it's VPN always on. So it is service included on your laptop, Windows 10 or Windows 11. So no need to install application like FortiGate or Cisco and you connect. I think yeah, and you connect. But need to configure something in Azure in one. So need to create application gateway. So instead to install VPN device, VPN or firewall in your company, just to use it in the cloud. So on this kind of VPN, it's also full cloud. No need to install any device. So in this case, no need to install any software or even any key. Just your login and password or for Azure, and you can connect your any service automatically. So here, for example, I worked some days in Tunisia here, so I'm connected with always on. No need to install. Just with login and password, I can connect automatically to the resources on my company. Okay. Mhm. Okay, let's move to another kind of authentication. It is SSO, single sign-on, sorry. So now almost of you use it. So if you know heard about it, but almost the company use it. Maybe in background you don't see how it is configured, but it's resolved many issue with the authentication of users. So that what I said in the introduction. So imagine in the company you have many application or many website A, B, C, for example, and you have many password and many username. So every time you need to remember the password. So it's not practical, and the users is not all users IT and know the IT. So every time they forgot the password. So the SSO is to create or to configure one username and password for all the application with SSO. So this service is given by Microsoft Entra. Before in classical infrastructure with Active Directory, we need to install another services. It's called ADFS, Active Directory Federation Services. So we need to install a server another server separately and configure that. But now with Azure and Microsoft Intra, it's service in cloud. It's included in the Microsoft Intra. Just you can configure any application here. Also, you have another method to authenticate. It's B2B, like business to business. So imagine we have a subscription, Azure subscription or tenant, and I have some application, but I need to collaborate with another company. So with Microsoft Intra, I can give access to some application in my subscription. So, for example, partners, vendors, or another collaborators. So anything. So, if you can see here, we can connect with another service from Facebook or from Google or any another provider or vendors. So it is an external authentication, and I can create this access and send to the provider invitation, and he can access. And of course, after that, I can give him the authorization for that. Okay. Another kind of identity is B2C. That's mean business to customer. Is not B2B, business to business. Here, the same principle and same architecture, but for less, uh, let's say, less access or less authorization. So just the customer need to access some services in the cloud. So I can give him this access with Microsoft Intra. I can create an account for users, for example, B2C. I will show you with practical just like that. Okay. Here also, the next one, we talk about conditional access. It's important component here. It's used to bring signal together to make decision and enforce organization policies. What mean exactly? With conditional access, like his name, I create condition for access. So, for example, uh, imagine I have an application and I want some group or some user access to it and some user not. That is condition. So it's created with conditional access. For example, I give you a real example with me. IP location. For example, I remember the last year I worked in Tunisia for 2 weeks. When I start working here, I can't access to Azure or any other services. So I called the security team. So he allow the IP address for Tunisia to connect. So with IP location. So I can create conditional access to filter any IP location or any city or even country. So that's what do the security team just allow the IP from Tunisia. Just I give the name for Tunisia, and after that I can connect. So here from Tunisia, it's for security reason. So no need to anyone connect from outside the country. Also for device, also I can prevent or I can block or deny any other device. So, for example, Yassine or Najah use iPhone. I can choose the iPhone. He can connect. That's what I told you, Yassine, for the phone. Some company not prefer the mobile because it's almost of company use the personal mobile. So imagine a company with 1,000 users or 2,000 users. So not all users. So the company he can't give everyone mobile phone for company. So just the manager and the director.
Yes.
So not prefer to use the phone for authentication.
Yes.
And it's not like it's false or a wrong choice, but it is just depend the strategy for the company. So
Yes. Yes.
mhm, mhm. Also, I can choose what application can connect with the B2B or B2C to the Azure, and risk detection. The risk detection, I receive an alert if someone tried to connect outside the location what I configured before. That's what the mean conditional access. It's clear this point.
For me,
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now we talk about the role-based access control. So airbag. So this component is very important. So in the Entra, we can say it is the base or the root for the Microsoft Entra. Because with the role-based access control, here I can give the authentication and authorization, especially with authorization. So with the role,
just a
yeah, yeah.
quick question.
Mhm.
Microsoft Entra is the same as I know before, Microsoft Azure AD Connect.
Yes,
It is
yes,
the same or not?
it is same. Yes, it is
Ah,
same.
okay.
Name is changed, but not at AD Connect. It's the same Azure Active Directory. Azure
Okay.
Active Directory. AD Connect, it's the
The tool.
software, the tool, yeah, the software to
Oh,
install in the server to synchronize. But yes, it is same.
okay.
It's the name it changed. So
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
Microsoft every time change the name and something like that.
Yes. Okay.
So,
Okay. Noted.
mhm, mhm.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay. So with Airbag, we can manage the access and segregate duties within the team or group, and I can create the group inside another group or user inside the group. So I can give the authorizations for some application. I will show you what application exactly here in Azure. And here how to connect to another subscription, for example, or resource group. So with Airbag, I can manipulate or give anyone what access or what resources to access. I can choose with that, yeah. Even with Portal or with Azure CLI with script or any kind of deployment. Mhm. For example, for me, when I create for you the users, I give you contributor role. What can do with contributor role? You can create resource group, you can create virtual machine, you can create VNet. Almost of resources you can create with contributor. We have the contributor, we have read only, we have the administrator, we have security administrator only for security, for example. So I will show you the more example for that. Okay, so here. So normally now the module 2 is finished. So if you remember, you talk about physical and management infrastructure of Azure. We talk about compute and networking services. The compute, that's mean the virtual machine, web app, function app, storage services. If you remember the last week, we talked about services with calculate storage account, etc. The different storage, blob, file share, table, container. And today we talked about identity access and identity security. So the module is finished, but just still the networking, if you remember, the networking services and security. So because the network is something important in Azure, it's very important, and is not short, so need to explain more, like some more example, and we'll show you how to create VNet, how to create subnets, etc. So for networking and services and security, I keep it for another session separately together. So it's better to understand together this component. So now I will show you with practical. here. Okay, still you show my screen.
Yes.
Okay. Before moving to some manipulation, you have any question?
Not on my side.
Okay. And you, Sarah, Safwa, it's okay for you?
Yes, it's clear, thanks.
Okay, we will go to Azure portal. So Microsoft Entra is here, but you can find it here. Always, we have many way to looking any resources here, or simply type here Entra. You can see it. So here with Microsoft Entra, it's the first thing need to do when you create a new subscription. Imagine you are new in Azure and your company told you you create an account or subscription in Azure. When we create the tenant, it's called tenant. Before the subscription, because you can create tenant, but you don't have any subscription. After that, you can create any subscription here. So I explain to you here, for example. Here, so here I have three tenant. One with my name, one for my company, and one for community is for Microsoft. If I switch here, but before that, sorry. Okay, here in my tenant, I have two subscription. Yeah, one Azure subscription, and second one is for you, what you use it. So you have now the current cost and some secure score, something like that. But if I change another, for example, here another tenant, the tenant it's like an account for the company. So before this first one, so another tenant here. If I go to subscription, I don't have any subscription here. You can see it. So what I want to told you, the first thing to do is create an account in Azure, and automatically you create tenant ID with tenant ID. It's the root of the first, like I said, the first diagram or the schema for the company. Mhm. So now I go back to my tenant. So yeah, Microsoft Entra ID. So like I told you, is the first one. When you create an tenant, he asks you the primary domain. So in this case, Ayub on Microsoft.com. But if you have a custom domain name with your company, you create here and you configure it like principal or primary domain. So of course, the company not used like that. So let's say, for example, not anything. The name of company on Microsoft is not good like that. Also, the services is paid. So normally you can create Microsoft Entra free, but the free is limited. So for me, I buy P1. The first we have P2. For example, with free version, I can't use MFA, multi-factor authentication. So that's why I need to migrate another license with P1. So with P1, I can create multi-factor authentication. So here the menu for manage all resources. Let's start with some example users here. So with users, so here, for example, my account, admin account, my sample account. So Mukhtar, Najah, Yassine, Sarah, Safwa. all the account here. So here, if you see here, you can see here the name, domain name, it's cloudfuture.net. It's my personal website. That I trying to show you how use it like a real scenario in the company. So here, for example, so I will show you how to configure the domain after that. So here, when you create new user, so create new user. So you can try with me if you want. So for example, if Mukhtar want to try, for example, create here, for example, Mukhtar 2. If you want to, for example,
I can't tell you. Like it's like when I click on new user, create new user, it's like a mascador. I can't
yeah,
select
yeah.
it.
Okay, so I think you don't have access. So I
I
will connect. Uh-huh.
I am authentified, but I'm not authorized.
Yes, that's it. Yes, that's it. Good example, yeah.
Because I see user type member. I think all members they can't create users.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like Ayub to reset my password because I can't connect?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, yes. Here, if you can see a scene here, there is zero example, yes. So I have long time I don't connect with AU, for example. So I ask me here without key. So he asked me the number of phone authentication. You talk about this one or not? So I authorize it with phone. So Najah here, you want to okay, just so now I'm connected with Ayub, only Ayub. I see if Mukhtar said is I don't have the permission or not. User. Yeah, you are right, Mukhtar. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. I don't give you the authorization to create, but okay, I will show you if we want to do this. So I go back to my admin account. Okay, here how I give you the access. I go to training subscription. So here the authorization is given by level. That's not what's mean. So I can give you the access to create anything in training subscription. So here the root component, you can do anything in all subscription. So or just for more security team, I can create for you, for example, I choose what here what subscription? Yes, the resource group. If you remember the resource group, just I can give you the access only all of this resource group. So imagine here we have VM, VNet, storage account. You can do anything inside the resource group, but not all subscription. So it's depend the strategy or the policy of the company. But here I will give you the access here, access control. Here, access control EM, this airbag. Simply this is airbag. Role-based access control. Another name, it's EM, Identity Access Management. But it's the same. Here I can see view my access. It's my account. So my account here, it is user access administrator. Okay. If I want to check another access here, so let's say Mukhtar. Okay, Mukhtar, it's appear here. You can see my screen, right?
Yes,
yes,
I'm
yes.
following you. Yes, we are following you. Yeah.
Yeah. So here for Mukhtar, you are contributor, network contributor, and user access administrator. So here something strange because I give you the authorization is called your role. User access administrators. That's mean you can create users for that.
Yes, I see.
I can create user for me. I
Uh,
tried and I can.
uh, here you can create new like that here.
Yes, yes. Add
Good.
new user.
Yes, Sage. I give you the same permission. Okay. Here, so you have in the group IT. Yeah. It's you, Yasin. Yasin, it's you. It's work for you.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Get me back to groups because I create a group for you. It's IT in English. Member. So Yasin, you are here. So you are in the same group. Mukhtar here also. So what I doing here instead to give any one by one the permission, just I create a group, one group, and I assign the permission to the group. Okay, let's see why.
So it should work for
Yeah,
Mukhtar.
yes.
And Ayub as well because he tried and he can't find it as well. Because you connect with the other account, Ayub, and click it on add user, and and you have seen like you can't add user, no?
Yes, yes.
Maybe with your
Even for
account, with your member account.
yeah, even for me with sample account, yes, I can. I don't have the permission. Let me check. Not here. User subscription. So user access. Root inherit. So check access to the group IT in English. So you have contributor also network. So here with Arbak role assignment. So he contain role under the principal type. Allow user to only assign role select to you. User. Yes, here in some time. So it's good thing happen. So and same time I'll show you the role. So here if you can see here different role reader or it's mm, more than 100 role not so yeah, because the company imagine with big team so need to affect or to assign specific role to everyone not all people can access to anything but here user access administrator I think so you don't find it okay privilege access so here user access administrator save but it's strange, really strange. So Yasin is work for Yasin and the other no. Maybe, maybe you're doing something Yasin or not.
No, just work.
So, permission management. Okay. Let me so also for information, if you give some access in Azure, maybe sometimes it's immediately and sometimes maximum is between 5 minutes and 15 minutes to affect in Azure. So sometime now I change something and you still don't have access. Those so need to waiting maximum for 15 minutes. Okay. I will back to this one. I share with you. Also, something here. So Najha told me you need to reset your password, right?
Yes, yes.
So here, Najha. Here is password, but just I will do it with another browser because it is recorded. So do not show the password. But you see it here. So I go to your account and here is the password. So I receive another one, new one, and I give you the new one, and you originate another one.
Okay.
So I send to you by WhatsApp. So just yeah, I will show here. Reset password. When I click here and reset password, so yes, no problem. Anyway, you can change it. So I sent to you by WhatsApp. Okay. And you follow the rest like you said you doing before. So
Okay. Thank you.
okay. Just 1 minute. Let me check Yassine what permission you have. So it's the same. You have contributor network. So Yassine, you can continue to create new user. So what happened exactly? Maybe in some level you can't do anything. So here,
Okay.
so here new user. It's clear like that for you, like that.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes. So we will continue and inform you about the progress.
okay. Oh, okay. So Najah, you try now to do it or you follow me? What you want?
I will try. I will try. I'm connecting.
Ah, okay. Okay. So for a new user, it's simple like create any user sample user like website. Nothing is special. Create new user here. So the name user principal name is you or UPN. So let's use it. So for example here, like I said, for example IU2 because it's already created. So here you can choose the default domain name or the second one or custom domain name with cloud feature. So in company, of course, all the company use this one because after this one, it's the same your email. If you can see here, mail nickname is device from user principal name. So the same. What I create here is to create another email, an email also. So the user principal name, it's your login, your login or your password, or username and your password after that, or you can choose another name here, but another name for the email if in check this one. So derive from user principal name or not. I can create another one, for example, you2, for example, or Kushpati with the name and last name. So it's your choice and the choice of policy of the company. But almost company use the same. So your username or login is the same your email. So like that. And the display name, what you want to display for the user or for you. So anything. So normally the password, you can generate password here. So auto generate automatically, or you can choose your password. So, but anyway, after the first login, he asks you to change the password. So imagine you are a cloud administrator and create one user, not one, 100 user. So no need to keep the password for 100 user for you with you or something. So you generate the password and you use it and send to it to user, and he changed the password, something like that. Yeah. So it is all generated. So You can see the password. You can copy it from here. So and next, here is the property. So this is a good thing also. So here is some details: the first name, last name. Here about member or guest. So here for you, you are member with me, but guest, the guest that's mean an external user want access temporarily or external consultant. So you create for him an account for guest. Also some job information like engineer or a developer or a security consultant, the company name, the ID. So for the company, it's good information to fill it. So let me say example. I give you an example. When I create the username here or user, and I want to create from another email account, and I want to generate the card, business card, card visite, in signature in the Outlook. So no need for the user create manually the signature or signature for Outlook. So he take the information from here, the city or the address. Or, just I give you an example. That's it. We can use anything for attribute from here for the user. User location, for example, here. So to know who reside Tunisia, example. So here the important thing for the user, I can assign here. Here, Mukhtar, I give you the authorization, not authentication here. So what the user authorized to do. So I add to group, for example. So your group is called IT in English. This one. So I assign to this group, and I can add to him the role directly, no group. If you can see here, many role to assign. Application administrator, even cloud applications, device administrator, read directory reader, exchange for emailing. So it's very specific. So even Mukhtar, I remember you told me you are BI engineer. So for the BI team, I can give him also specific role to in Azure to create. I don't know exactly. For example, I remember I use Power BI to give me every month the cost of Azure. So the virtual machine, how cost this month the virtual machine, how cost the storage account. With this one, I need the report to my manager. I create a report. So I give access here from how to collect the information just only for the cost management, not other things. So something like that. Someone here, help desk administrator. It's for support level 1 or level 2 or 3. Let me an example. License administrator is for someone from HR or from the finance. Not HR. Is from finance or contability. So license administrator, I can give someone this permission to give the license to others. Someone want to a specific license for Word or Excel or another paid MS project, for example, need license or Visio. So the administrator can give the access. Another one for network. So we have in my company a network team. Okay. I can give the password administrator to reset the password for the people, for the users also. For printer, so just I give you some example quickly. The most known role. Also for teams. So almost for company use Teams for meeting or training, so like that. So just I can give the teams administrator for specific people, not all. But no need to create a virtual machine, no need to create search account. So here we have specific role. So here, for example, let's say I choose user administrator. So here can manage all aspects. If you can see a description here, can manage all aspects of users and groups, including resetting passwords or for limited admins. So that's the big role here. It's global administrator. It is super admin, I think. Global. Yes, the global administrator. He can do all. Super admin here. So and select. Okay. So I choose here the role global administrator and affected to the group. So and now review. You can see some review here. Just member Tunisia, the name, and create. Sorry. So here I can see the progress. So it's quickly, no need much time.
I can see it, Ayub, as well. Ayub too.
Okay,
Member.
yes, yeah. Maybe it's good to change the display name also, yeah.
Yes,
The
but
display
user type
name.
is still member. You see, even what you add it as as a global administrator, user type is member always. So is
Yeah, yeah.
there is no
Uh, mhm.
there is no link between the role and the user type.
Oh, no, no link, yes. It's user type here, member, that's mean member in the organization. So that's mean. So you are part for this
Okay,
company,
oh,
not
part of
the
this.
role.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
But if
okay,
you can see here, here, assigned role, it's one. If I click on it here, assigned role is one. So Ayub 2 have the role global administrator. So this
okay,
directory, but not link, yeah, no link with or member here. That's mean member in the company. So
okay. Understood. Thank you.
mm, okay. Just just give me 1 minute. I check how for you how create user.
You see, on my side, assigned role, I have 0 Ayub. You see, if you click on my
Ah,
name and then go
okay.
to my assigned role, for example, there is no role. Maybe because of
Yes.
that.
Good
I don't know.
remark.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's good remark. But if you can see here, group membership. So you are
I
yeah, you are in the
inherited
group.
from the group.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if you go for instead you to go to user and Mukhtar, you will go to
Understood.
group,
To
for
the
example.
group,
Yeah,
and then you see the
group.
role of the group,
Yeah,
and then
exactly. Yes,
as
that.
I
Yeah.
am a member of the group,
Mm,
so that
yeah.
I will get the same role. Okay, okay, understood.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. Just give me 1 minute to see your access or your authorization. So that's it. So simply I give you global just for training for you to create new user. Or
I don't know.
simply you can
You see, you succeeded or not? Finally,
yeah
you succeed to create user.
No, for me, it is blocked on the latest screen.
oh
Okay.
So in the latest screen, it doesn't give me. It says something is missing.
uh, maybe permission missing or something like that. Because it's very strange because you are in the same group and create the users in the same group. Here with Azure, I give you here. If you want to looking any resources, it's simply to type just here group users anything. Even groups is inside Intra. For example, group here. I go to this one. So role and administrator. So so I think it's not from here. It's better. So I will go to here subscription. So here, like I said, access control IAM, it's like identity access management. It's the same RBAC, role-based access control. So here I will add role assignment. Yes, here I can add individually the role. Not yeah, I can create user without any permission, but after that I want to change. So from here I want to change here. So add role assignment or co-administrator or customer role. What is the difference between 3.1 here? A role assignment just exist role here. I choose, for example, global. So not here global. I think it's from here privilege. So control manage access to passing. So let me give you the owner. No problem. And here I can choose what user or group. So I choose user group. The group is IT in English. Select. Okay, allow. So recommended fewer. Okay, remove pre-access role owner. Here, RBAC you can create, I think, user and assign. So if I check access here after that, so IT. So you have owner, contributor, network access. Okay. So also I will show you the difference between role assignment, like I show you now. Is role already in Azure, and you choose what you want. Here, co-administrator simply is co-administrator if you want to add another admin with you. So not only you, I think global here or here or not here. So, because connected also with training, not administrator. Okay, but owner. So the height level is owner and the global administrator. But the owner is the root. So with owner you can do anything. Owner. That's mean you owner in French you are propriétaire or super admin like that. Yeah. The other kind here, add custom role. You can configure custom role, customize it. So you can choose what the name, for example, add uh, anything, custom role, add a new role here. You can description here. You can start from scratch or start from JSON. JSON is script with JSON format. Or clone a role if you have another clone, but you change something. So let's say start from scratch. So here, nothing to do here, but you can create one. So this functionality you can see it in Azure Administrator, the exam AZ-104. If you can see here in Azure, many kind of permission and separated with type or with domain. So let's say with Active Directory here, Microsoft Active Directory. If I click here, you can see here the code. So exactly, very detailed permission. Imagine this one is only for Active Directory. So, and here, for example, another one, Azure ID Matrix. Another one, Azure Matrix provider and site. So this is very detailed, specific detail to give access. That's what mean custom role. So if it's for security reason. For example, for Active Directory, I can create custom role for Mukhtar, for example. He can create user in Active Directory now is intra, but just create a user, not create group. So it is custom role because before in assign role here, the first example here for assign role, I can choose group only or user only. It's one role. You can create all. But if I can customize something, yeah, it's from here. So it's with detail. Also can read only or write or delete. So I can choose also here, for example. So if I scroll this down here, I can see. And I can add this anything here. So add. Mhm. So here, the permission, you can read the Azure AD metrics, and you can write and you can delete. So that's mean. It's clear this point or not?
Yes.
Sorry, Ayub,
Yes.
why when I'm trying to connect with the new password,
Yes.
so they demand the Microsoft authenticator or
Ah,
something.
yes. Yeah. You can skip this. You can
I
skip this
can't.
one for
There is no
no.
button. There is no button to skip it.
Because
Just next.
yeah, yeah.
You
You
can install Authenticator and scan
and
the QR
configure it.
code, and it will
Yeah.
work.
It's
So I
No, no.
just do
If
it.
you install authenticator, they need subscription.
mhm. Yes, with your account, with your Najah at cloudfuture.net, not working because it is company subscription. So your account with your account, what you create for you is not your personal account. It's with Najah.
Okay,
Mhm,
I will try.
mhm. Okay.
Okay, I will try.
Okay. No, no, okay. Okay. Yeah. What we saw, yeah, here. When you get this role, we talk now about custom role. He give you the format JSON format. It's some kind of JavaScript like that. No, not exactly JavaScript, but using Java. If you see here, it's what I doing with code. It's simple, not complicated. The name of the role and the subscription ID, and here the action, the permission and the action. So with this role, he can read and write delete the ID metrics. So I can download this one, download this format here with JSON. And if you remember in the first one here, sorry, here, yeah, you see this one. Start from this. I can here upload the file what to download for another one. If you can see here, that's what mean. So it is same, but now we create from. You understand what I'm doing now? So I create manually without JSON format, but I can download this format for using for another role and just changing the parameters, for example, here.
Mm.
So now
That's
I show
good.
you
That's
the
good.
two.
Yeah, that's good
Yeah,
when you have like many users and many roles, and like you have one file, you
exactly. Yeah,
upload it, and you will have everything of it.
exactly. Yes, exactly. You can change it before, for example. Yeah, that's it. Some people like the kind of deployment, so code and script and deploy it. That's it. But now I don't think it's can working like that. Yeah. So here the action. So create custom role. So the custom role access. So now I check access for IT in English. Oh, sorry, like that. Sorry. The role is created, but not assigned. So if I go to role here, so here the default role already done. If you can see here, my role is created. I create new one. You see it?
Yes.
Okay. So when now I create a new role, I can assign any group or anyone want to do anything what he need. But here view my access for no, just I want to go to the group, I think. So yeah, here role assignment. So if you can see here, I give you the group owner. So just Mukhtar or Yasin or any one of you, you can refresh here from here refresh, or refresh all the browser, and you will try if you can add user or not.
Not yet, Ayub.
Not yet. So you refresh the browser, right?
The whole
Okay.
page. Yeah, the whole
Whole
page
page,
on the browser.
Okay. Well, like I said, sometimes it's between 5 minutes and 15 minutes, so I can try
Okay.
it, no problem.
Okay.
So here about creating the user. So what another thing to do? Yeah, well, we have many things to do, but just I thinking about the most important things to do. Let's go to groups. So it's the same principle to users, but like I said, so here for example, I create one group, IT in English, and another one study IT in English. So here, can anyone from you explain to me what is the difference between the two groups? Sorry, if you just seeing like that. So you can check the group type, member type, email, something like that.
Yeah, the second one is like you have access to Microsoft 365, and the other one is only for securities.
Yes, exactly like that. But it's
But
like that, but with another word. So the security, what mean? It's like group in old or classical Active Directory. Just group to grouping. What I doing now. So now exactly, I create one group for you, and give you the access to create virtual machine, to delete virtual machine, or search account, or any other resources. That's called security group. So that's it. But for Microsoft 365, it's another group kind of type. I create a new one, for example, before I trying to create a lab. For example, Microsoft Teams. It's part from Microsoft 365. So I need to for you only. I give you access to Teams, not without your personal email, but your with your email in my company. For example, Mukhtar at cloudfuture.net, and you can use Teams in the company. So that's I need to create group Microsoft 365, and also automatically he create for me another email. So when you is assigned here in the group, so you can receive any email from here. So it's email group also. For example, the manager want to send email for the all all BI engineer, so and not all the developer. So he create a group for BI only, another for developer, another group for cloud engineer, and any manager or any team lead can send email to the all the group. So here, for example, I don't know if added to you here. So it is assigned, I think, only to
so
member.
when someone send an email to this address, everyone will receive it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think yeah. I start with Jihan. I don't finish that. Yeah. Yes, exactly what you do. It's like you said exactly. Yeah. Or so I so because the group is added, so Mukhtar here is seen نجح and صفوة and سنة. So سارة قلت سنة sorry. So refresh. Need some. Okay, so I add you. So all the people here. So it's added into the security group. So now if I give you access to any other soft from Office 365, you have access with this group. So I will show you how to create group sample also. New group. You can choose here security or Microsoft. You see it. So it's from beginner. You can choose what group you want, security or Microsoft. The name of group, description, for BI, for cloud engineer, for anything. So here you can choose Microsoft Intra role can be assigned to group or not. So generally I choose yes. It's about airbag. So I can choose a role from here. So here assigned dynamic user, device user. So here if I remember what the dynamic users, that's mean I think the user can connect from any device, or he can use any device to connect for this account, I think. Yeah. So you can see this one about security. So the group is so the part of a group, it's clear.
Yes.
Okay. Here your question you seen before, if you can see here, is yeah, you can see here. So Azure Active Directory is now Microsoft Intra ID.
Yes.
So it's, to inform the change for name,
Yes.
you can click here on it to see more what change, what's so new name for Azure Active Directory. But here Azure Active Directory is not Active Directory in on premises. It's not the same exactly. So some functionality is the same, but not all. Oh yes, there's a good link here. So here with Intra ID free here. Like I said, I can't use MFA, multi-factor authentication, for example. With P1 I can, and P2 another level also. Before it's Premium 1 and Premium 2. So now it's just changed ID P1, P2. It's about licensing here, what you want to choose. Even the icon, it changed also. Yes, logo icon, it changed for a new one. So you can see here many details, what benefits for graphics, etc. So here, the name for ID1. So just looking the no, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Let me back to another thing. So we seeing the users group external identity. Before moving, yes, I forgot to show you the other type for users. Sorry. The member is like mean member in the company, but another kind is invite external user. So I can invite you, for example, not without my email or my company email, with your email. So Gmail, Yahoo, or another email. So just give me my email, your email, and send you an invitation, and you receive it, and you can access it. So user type is guest, not member, and I can assign to you some specific role, and you create. So that's the difference between the external and the member. So if you remember in the presentation, we talk about B2B and B2C. So it's from here I can create external user for temporary use for our resources. So from here, I think also it's designed here. Yeah. Also here we talked about Microsoft Intra Connect. So also here about your question, Yassine, is before is AD Connect, Active Directory Connect. If you can see here, that's some
Yes.
information, access management. So here nothing to do. Cloud Tank here. I don't know. Oh, even me, I don't have access, so because I connect. Yes, Connect Tank here. Yeah, if you can see here, you just download the software, and you go in your Active Directory server on premises, and you install it, and of course you type your subscription ID, the login and password, and you can see your user here. So it's synchronized your user here from here. So maybe if in the last session, in the last of the session, not today, but maybe I not promise you, but I try to create an Active Directory, a real Active Directory, because I need to create a server and maybe I will show you how to synchronize the user from the on-premises or vice versa. So that's it's simple, not complicated. Just download this one. So the question I think is for Najah also, or you, Yassine. You talk about the migration. So
Yes.
imagine a company with 1,000 users in the on-premises and want to migrate to Azure. So here need need to create a user one by one here. So with Intra ID Connect, just install the component or software in the Active Directory and click synchronize, and you see all user here directly. So I tried before. It's good tool really for migration. Mhm. Okay, here about the role and assignment. All is in the Microsoft Intra. So you can see here all the role. You can see here 0 assignment, for example. Not assign more. Okay, administrative units. So it exists many things here, but we don't have all time to see all. Here about application. So you can create new application in Azure. Just yeah, if you can see here, if you use, for example, AWS with Amazon, another service in cloud, or Google, GCP, or Oracle, or SAP, so many kind of application here. So it's trusted or authorized from Microsoft, and you create here from here. Uh, just looking, for example, for you, for example. Mhm. Let's say yes, our example from Najah, for example, about VPN. If you can see here, FortiGate VPN. Okay, you can choose this application. I think it's paid. So it is so here it is gallery from Microsoft Intra. It's already done, but you can create your own application. If you create or develop an application in Azure and you want to give it access to the your users, you can create your own company. So here I create an application for FortiGate. So just for the moving, all of you know FortiGate what is. So expect Najah. Najah is expert security, so I think he know what is FortiGate. But the rest of users, you know FortiGate what is.
Yes.
It's firewall.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, so here when I create the menu, I can also give access to some people to access the FortiGate. So something like that. So it's just an example. So if I go back to application here, enterprise application. So I create one FortiGate, and for the first one, it's my custom application. So just for example, app lab. So here for custom, you can give it name. And that's it. So after that, you can receive just 1 minute, receive the ID and all information with the enterprise application. So here, yeah, you can assign the group and user or account or condition access. So it's a custom application from company. Another example, for example, some company don't want not want to use OneDrive like storage, cloud storage, or Google Drive. So here exists Box, if you know it. Box, for example, it's like Dropbox. Yes, the Dropbox exists also. Dropbox. So I create application enterprise here and assign the license to the users, and I give the access to him. So what mean enterprise application? Also about devices. Some company give his employee the device. Well, here I don't have device because just only for me, my laptop, for example. All devices. Yes, it's my laptop because I'm connected with my Hotmail with Intra. It's my current account. This one, Ayub Kushpati Hotmail. I have Windows in my laptop, the version of Windows 10, etc. So here green enabled, yes, it's okay. Here what is MDM is management device. Management device. I forgot the name also. Microsoft management device, yes. So I can control or follow the access. So it's registered in June. The last activity is today. Not today, no. Oh no, last activity it's the last month, yeah. Here I can also manage the phone, also iPhone or Android. So Android, so the support too. Also Linux. If I have Linux, I can manage my device here. So for this functionality, it's almost of the company. It's for help desk team. So help desk manage the laptop, remove one, add new one. So that's it about the device. So another thing here, application registration. So app registration is like enterprise application. It's not the same, but the same, almost the same principle. About license also, from Intra, I can assign the license here. So if you can see here, the first one, single sign-on, SSO is free with ID. Support with immediate app with Intra ID free. So here, other yes available. That's mean my current license now is support all the functionality. That's what difference between P1 and P2. If you remember this one about not here, about so here. Or, yeah. So what else here? I show you. So all this supported now. All products. So yeah, here what I have now, like my company Ayub Kushpati or trainer, etc. I have the license premium P1, total for 25 users. I have Microsoft 365 Business Basic, what I use now because now the training using Teams, so it's with license, it's not free. You can ask me what is difference between Teams, for example, free or paid version. When we start this training, for example, with free Teams, with the sample Hotmail, for example, I can't record the session, for example. So this functionality is not available with the free version. But now I can record that's just example. It exists another example also. I can record the session now with Microsoft Teams with basic business basic. So it's assigned now. Okay. Copilot. I don't know if I thought. I'm sure you heard about Copilot Studio Viral Trial. So just for trial and Power Up is lesson to free, I think. So I can try and buy more licenses from here. You can see here, Intra Suite, what we talk about P1 and P2, ID governance, it's for governance, P2, so something like that. So I can choose the free for 7 day or some 1 month. Okay. In another session, I will show you the license for Office. So here for Azure only. Okay, and audit log here for the license. So I can see here the assignment for license for every users. Okay, go back to Intra, Microsoft Intra. here, yeah, we see ID connect here. Yeah, already I see it, yeah. About custom domain name, yes. I show you before the default domain name is Microsoft or Microsoft. So, and also anyone from you can create tenant before without subscription. It's free. You can create, so you can assign any name here, and you use the domain name from Microsoft. It's for free. But of course, if you create subscription, create your virtual machine, etc., start paid for that. Now, as company, I can create new domain. It's my domain, Cloud Future. So cloudfuture.net. Here, just add custom domain, and I create new one. So I don't have another one. So I have no new one, but with com, I have two domain. Yes, for example, .com, a domain. But you know, here, so just before moving, I want to show you if you follow me or no. What is the next step when I add domain from here? If you can see this one. So if you can see here the record, something like that, something on your mind, if you see type record MX or TXT, something like that.
To be honest with you, no, Ayub. Don't tell
Okay.
me anything. MX text, you know.
Mhm. No problem. Okay. So here is not about to reserve or buy another new domain. So here, cloudshooter.com is already registered with another register. In, for example, with OVH or OVH or GoDaddy or any other provider. So my domain name is registered in OVH now, in real scenario, my domain name. So how to configure the domain name with Azure? So make it Azure to connect. So here, just on OVH, I create the domain name. No need to create the entry, DNS or etc. So here, Microsoft gives me this entry. So MS like that. So it's good occasion to show you real example. Just give me 1 minute. I open the OVH. It's something about how to link or configure Microsoft Azure with the domain name, and after that we
How
start
to
user
verify
Azure.
how to verify that is how to
Uh,
verify
s-
that is your under domain,
yes,
I think.
yes, another card. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the same. This is in to think in same time. Yes, it's how to configure your domain name, and you know it's you are owner the domain name exactly like that. It's, good, Najah. Yeah. Okay, the interface for OVH is clear for you? It's okay?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
I know
Ah,
it.
okay. Why I ask every time because I share many screen. Sometimes I change the screen not visible for you, so I want to make sure if you see my screen. So my domain name is called Cloud
It's
Future.
okay, it's
So
okay.
ah, thank you. So it's just a website for me, so I will show you at the same time. So it's personal, so it's empty, nothing here. So just I start to create my small our business, my sorry our business, yeah, but I not finish it. So here in DNS zone, just I create like said Azure. So he told me choose record type TXT and keep this one and copy this one and TTL is 300,000 is this time is about 1 hour I think. So what I do now, I go to DNS zone, my domain name. I don't know is already created or not before. Yes, I created and yeah, and remove it. Add an entry. So he told me TXT record because we have many type of record. We have A, NS. So it's another thing about security and networking. But TXT here, keep it like that. TTL custom. He told me by second 3016. The value is copied from Microsoft. Here I keep it root. Okay, confirm. So, but here, if you can see the message, the record has been added to the DNS zone, but please note that the change may take up to 24 hours to propagate. Yeah, because the DNS is global DNS, is not internal DNS. So, and it's in the worldwide level. So, in the world DNS, global DNS. So, need some time to reflect. So here, what I do normally, so I add this entry and verify. It's not verified, so because it's not yet propagated. No, it's not like I said, it's not all for all DNS in the world. So still pending. Maybe less, not exactly 24 hours. Sometimes it's for after 1 hour. 1 hour, I go back here after 1 hour. So you can see the other one is available verified here in verified. Just I click here tomorrow, for example, and click verify again, and I will see is verified or not. So that's it. It's clear. This point. This sample no much.
Yes.
Okay. This function also is used if you have an Active Directory on premises in classical Active Directory. Almost on company have domain name and local also. So it's used from here if you want to create another domain from here. So after that, the company, we can say this one is first step because when you create an email, like I show you before, your user, for example, use my domain name cloudfuture.net. So the first thing here to create this one. And with domain name, you can link also the Microsoft Office. Now it's called Microsoft 365 for email, for OneDrive, for other services for Microsoft. Mhm. Okay, so here something to show company branding here. You can use custom, for example, interface for your company. Here, if you work with B2B, business to business with another company, you can use, for example, your sample logo or branding or some slogan, like you said. So you can use it from here. User settings. Yes. Okay. Here's some permission can do by default. When I create users, he can register application, for example. He can restrict admin. So something is functionality what you want. So after giving you access, you can check. So I keep your account still working, so you can check when you have time. You come back to the video and you check everything here from here. Many things here. Property. So here about the tenant. So my tenant. So just I add pro to this to say it's not personal. The location Tunisia with model English. So always I prefer English and my laptop. Always. So we have French, Arabic also. My contact email. You can specific privacy contact. So it's about the company here. Reset password reset here. Yes, here good. It's good option here. When Najh ask me to reset password, I can choose here if the user can reset password or not. So here self-reset password reset enabled. It's known. I think that's why it's me. I do the reset password, not users, but let activate. No problem. You can see it. If you want to try during this week, for example, or or you forgot your password. Now you can reset your password on yourself. Here about authentication methods. So if you can see here about MFA here. Number of methods. So here it's one method. If you remember when you create new password, he asks you just Microsoft Authenticator. It's one method. I can choose two for security. And also, Yassine, about your question, or Najah also, some company use the key, physical key. Some company no. Some company, or you, as you said, if the key is for lost or the phone lost, always we have another alternative. So it's better to choose two. So email, mobile phone, or office phone, or mobile code app code, so something like that. So it's for training, so just keep one now. Is training not much. Also, okay, here the address password. Just looking for you about MFA, how to activate MFA. So yes, here. Okay, here, yeah. It's multi-factor authentication. Okay. Well, okay, Mukhtar, thank you. So it's almost finished. So okay, you can see the video if missing something. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay.
Bye.
Good night. Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, here, yes, it's about multi-factor authentication. You can choose what kind of authenticator here is called. For example, you can choose but here is for US phone only number, for America only. When you forget your password, you can, so it is server, not a real person, called you and ask you some question to reset your password, for example, to connect. Or you can use PIN, number or PIN. Uh, just looking another one. So, for example, here you can choose if one user type your his password 3 time wrong password 3 times, so automatically the account is blocked. So you can choose from here. So it's for security reason, because some user attempt to connect many times for security reason. After 3 times wrong password, the account is automatically blocked. And here after that you can see the blocked user, and you can block and unblock anyone. So about the notification. Here multi-factor authentication server, you can create your own server to text message, for example. This one, when you configure it, it's automatically after that. No need to do any other things. Mhm. So one time bypass here, I think. So you can discover all the functionality here. So what else we see is single sign-on, multi-factor authenticator. So I can show you here the FIDO, the key, the because I need to show you physical key. So no need to see it. Okay, just last thing. So now, so هذا العشاء جا بقيت. Uh, here, yes, the management of Microsoft Entra, you can manage from here for Azure Portal, but Microsoft create another interface specific for Entra. It's called intramicrosoft.com. I sent you the link. Yeah. So it's interface, specific interface. It's almost like the other, but here it's more details and more specific interface for who manage almost the users for IT help desk or the support team. So here you can use all user, see your user here from here. You can create new one. So I think so I sent you to link the link. You can try if you have access or not. At least the interface. Of course, with the same username and same password. It's working for you? It's okay?
Just a second, Ayub, I'm trying to. So
Mhm.
he's
Okay,
asking
okay.
for for now for a phone number.
Okay.
It
About
was
authentication, the auto.
yes.
Mm.
It is like two methods of authentication, password and Microsoft Authenticator. Now it is asking for a phone number,
Phone number. And
and
you don't configure.
you need to
Oh,
receive to receive to receive a code.
okay.
Second. So yes, it worked. Now I'm connected to
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good.
administration of Ayub Kushbaki Group
Mhm.
users.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm
So,
connected. It
mhm.
works.
Okay, that's good. So, okay, now, for example, I go to user and audit logs here. You can see me. I can see here. So, for example, Najah, what he do? He try Azure MFA. He using before success. So I can see here every action done by user. So for you, Yasin, so just need to wait some time to reflect here what you doing now. Okay, so like I said, it's another interface. So it is Microsoft Intra Admin Center called. So it's facilitate administration for the resources in Intra, Microsoft Intra. So the last thing here, we talked about conditional access. You can go here just conditional access. You can see here many options. So we talk about name and location, for example. I can choose here what country can connect, for example. So I can choose just only Tunisia, for example, anything. So name this location, my location, for example. Use IP version IPv4 and version 6. Uh, so so here any IP from Tunisia can connect. You can see the list of the company the list of all countries here. So I choose Tunisia. Okay, create. So now when I create this conditional access, so not yet configured, but the idea I can choose what country can connect from what country you can connect. So because my company is in Tunisia, no need to anyone connect from France or from Algeria or anything. So it's clear this point.
Yes, yes. It's to restrict by geographic region.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So another control. So here VPN connectivity authentication method. So something need more details. So now maybe we can see it in other things. So we have another session with network and security. Maybe we'll talk more about this kind of authentication and restriction. So now we have 2 hours. So I finish this session. If you have any question, anytime, or now also we have no problem. If you have any question now also.
No, it's okay. Thank you, Ayub.
I hope it's
Thank
clear
you. That,
for that. Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
okay.
So just I will
Thank you
check
so much,
the
Ayub.
access. No
Thank you so much.
problem. Thank you for you too. I will check the access for create users. You can practice during the week. Create user anytime. I will inform you in WhatsApp if I'm sure it's done and you have the permission.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, noted. Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
Okay. Thank you and have a nice weekend.
Week.
Week, not
Okay.
weekend. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you
Welcome.
all.
Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Salama.